Hey friends, if you love photography and like to sell your photos and videos online, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon and turn on all the notifications so that you never miss any video guides from the Teaching Doc channel. And here I come. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Arindam and you are watching the Teaching Doc. Since last year, I have been getting mails from Wirestock and many subscribers have requested me to make a video on Wirestock, but I haven't done it. I haven't done it till date. But today I have decided to make this video on Wirestock and why I don't recommend Wirestock. Alright, so let's get started. Welcome back. Those who are seeing me for the first time, I am a doctor by profession, but I am a hobbyist stock photographer. I used to do photography and all of them were lying in my hard drive. Then I discovered about stock photography and since then I have earned more than thousands of dollars and I upload weekly videos in this channel to guide you newcomers how to get started with your online income from photography. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now let's see what's Wirestock. We, the most interested, most enthusiastic stock photographers who are busy with their life, those who are doing part-time stock photography, the main complaint that I always hear is that we need to enter the keywords, titles and descriptions. Okay, the first thing that many of us used to do is to enter the keywords, titles and descriptions manually in each and every website, in each and every agencies. Okay, that thing I have already told you how to avoid that thing. You can do it by a free software named Xpix. In Xpix you can enter the title and description and keyword. You can do it via Photoshop, Lightroom as well. Basically you enter the metadata in your photos and when you upload your photos it's stored. Okay, the website automatically detects and then you just need to select the categories and then you submit. Alright, if you are having problem in making categories, I also have got detailed category guides. Okay, leaving that apart, now what's the benefit of Wirestock? Wirestock lets you just upload the photos and that's it. Alright, so if you make a Wirestock account, you can use the link in the description. Okay, I have given the link in the description. Then when you enter your initial name, email address, everything, then a page will come where you need to upload photos from a computer. You can drag and drop also. So right now I'll just upload one to show it to you. I'll just select any picture from my hard drive. Alright, I'll give a photo which doesn't need any model release. Okay, so let me, for example, I upload this photo of a cake. Okay, now the big complaint, that is you need to enter your title and keyword and description. Okay, mainly for those who are not good in English, right? Especially the Hindi community, the subscribers, and for those who are not staying or not fluent in English, it's the English keywording and title and description that helps you sell your photos. But Wirestock does it for you. Okay, you simply upload the photo and then you click on this easy submission. Okay, if you can, if you want to, you can give your title, description and category, but that basically defeats the whole purpose of using Wirestock, right? So you just click on easy submission and they will analyze. Okay, and they will enter your keyword, your title, description, category, and they will simultaneously submit all of your photos, the one you select, to these agencies. You can see the top non-exclusive agencies: Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Alamy, Dreamstime, 123RF, Deposit Photos and Pond5. I mean, it's a blessing in disguise, right? So now what I need to do, I'll simply click submit. Okay, I just did it for demonstration purpose. Okay, that photo was not edited, it was a crap photo, it will get rejected. I accept that. Now Wirestock doesn't do it for free. They will claim 15% of your sales value. Okay, so not a problem. if the photo was lying in hard drive anyway because you're not getting time to enter the keyword title description, it's much better to just upload and forget, isn't it? But there's a big but that's coming. You knew it was coming, right? So why I don't recommend Wirestock? You see, just to test out Wirestock, I uploaded 100 photos, okay, 100 unedited photos. Few of them were edited, actually 50 were unedited and 50 were edited and ready to be uploaded. I upload manually to all the agencies by Xpix, okay, I submit manually. But the problem is, okay, among them 4 have been accepted. Okay, you can enter your model release, everything is there, okay. 4 have been uploaded. So minded, these photos may look similar to my previous photos in my portfolio, but these are actually different because you cannot upload same photo to Wirestock and Shutterstock, because these photos will be uploaded under the name of Wirestock profile, just like black box in video. This is basically black box for photography. So this will not be entered or submitted in your name. It will be submitted under Wirestock's name. Anyway, I don't care, but if the same photo exists in your personal stock portfolio, your account will be banned. So just don't do it. But since Wirestock is doing everything for you, why I don't recommend? Now you can see the reason. We all know that Shutterstock currently is one of the most strict agency. Previously it used to be Adobe Stock. They rejected everything based on technical issue and they didn't give the detail, right? The problem with Wirestock is they will submit your photos together at once to every agency. If one of them rejects, your photo is rejected. It will not be submitted. So imagine if 100 out of 100, 95 photos are rejected, which has just happened with me. One photo was submitted. The key error came was revision. Revision reason means it contains intellectual property. You need to upload property release. I did not have property release. Fine. So 95 of those 100 photos have been rejected. Now believe me, there were actually good photos which would have been accepted by Shutterstock. I am confident about it because why? I know I have been doing this for 2 years. And I know what Shutterstock accepts and what it doesn't, okay? So most of it, almost not, 95% photos have been rejected, fine? The problem is, okay, let us presume that Shutterstock rejected this. But in reality, you know that nowadays the photos which is rejected by Shutterstock, maybe the rejection reason may be anything, maybe they are having bots. Those would have been accepted by Dreamstime, Adobe Stock, 123RF, etc. Those agencies are much more lenient. You get my point? And I have made previous videos that the photos that get rejected in Shutterstock have been accepted and sold in many other agencies, alright? But the problem with Wirestock is once it's rejected, you have no idea of knowing where your photos were submitted and what agencies have rejected them. If this was an option, I would have 100% recommended Wirestock for any busy stock photographer and I would have tried it out myself. I would have simply uploaded those photos manually to the agencies where it was rejected, right? But it doesn't do that, okay? So, and one more thing, Wirestock in easy submission mode, it doesn't allow submission of editorial images. It will do it as commercial, but editorial images you need to enter the title, description, keyword, everything manually. So that's also one more big con about Wirestock. But my main reason not to recommend you guys is this thing. If your photos are rejected in one agency, it will be rejected by all agencies and it will not be submitted to any agency. But if you use Xpix or if you have got time to upload manually, I guarantee that the photos, good photos that are rejected in Shutterstock giving bad reasons or lame excuses will surely be accepted in Dreamstime, Alamy, Adobe Stock, all these agencies. And believe me, each and every photo counts. You will never know what sells and when. So this was my review of Wirestock. I'm not at all impressed. Maybe when they come up with this agency, if Wirestock is looking at this video, they will know what the error I'm talking about, and I hope they will update this feature. Once again, this is not any paid promotion, okay? I am just doing it with an intention to help you guys. Anyways, if you have watched this video till now, time for code of the day. Alright, now this code of the day is a special thing in my video. If you have watched it, if you are watching my videos, you need to type that code to prove that you are watching, and the code of the day is baby. Okay, so please type baby in the comment section and let me know how you like this video. Please also let me know in the comment section if you are already using Wirestock and what is your experience regarding Wirestock. And please feel free to like this video and spread the word. Share this video to your friends, photographers and cousins to aware them so that they don't waste time in Wirestock for now. If it becomes better, I'll make another follow-up video where I'll be telling you every detail how to make an account. But for now, I will suggest you can skip Wirestock and upload your photos manually to at least the top 4 agencies: Shutterstock, iStock, Adobe Stock and Dreamstime. One more con is it doesn't upload your photos to iStock, okay, because it is the top 2nd earner for me right now. Anyway, so thanks for watching, alright, and I will see you soon with another video. Till then, bye and take care.